You would have been like, I got time today, boo.
Is what's going on. Should I stay or should I go? I am starving. This is intermittent fasting to the max.
Feeling so damn good from the inside out. I'll provide the vibes. Just fill me out.
Happy Monday. I am getting ready for work. I'm trying to make a protein shake, but I'm looking for the shaker component because I just washed it. Let's see. Okay, it's like all the way in the back of the dishwasher. I definitely feel like I look like two different tones, but I swear it does not look like this in real life. Okay, I got it. So I don't know if I told you guys, I've pretty much been trying to be on a fitness journey for like a long time. I was doing spin, different kinds of classes and stuff like that, but I just recently started doing Pilates, and let me tell you, it's hard. So I started doing solid core, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I understand why everybody loves Pilates, because your body will literally change. And like I have like a bloating issue, like I feel like I breathe and I bloat, but in the class I literally see myself slimming down. Like it's insane, crazy. So I've been trying to go at least like 3 times a week. So I just started my 3rd week today. So that's what I've been doing. Also, I started trying out this protein. It's Premier Protein. It's the whey protein with energy. It has 30 grams of proteins per 2 scoops, 150 calories, 1 gram of sugar. So not bad. I also started taking L-glutamine, which I know you guys have seen all over TikTok. And then I also take like my the Bloom Super Greens, because I just feel like I don't get enough greens in my diet. I'm not gonna say the Super Greens really, I don't really notice that drastic of a bloating situation, but I'm trying to take the L-glutamine to see. But hope you guys are having a good day so far, even though I know the day just started. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? I just uploaded a video over the weekend, and I'm gonna try to stay consistent with vlogging, because I feel like I was so behind on uploading footage that I just have not actually vlogged for like a month. Or like, I think the last time I vlogged was my recent trip 2 weeks ago. Wow, it's already been 2 weeks. Well, a week and like a day ago, because I just got back like a week ago. But just shaking this up, grabbing everything that I need for today. And yeah, let's have a great day. Today I have clinic, and then that starts in like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna head to the hospital, and then after the hospital I just have to round. I have no cases today at the hospital, just round, and then technically I'm on call. I already got paid by the ED. Technically I'm on call from 7 a.m. today until 5 p.m. tomorrow. So y'all do the math. But I know after tomorrow I'm gonna be so excited. I'm gonna let me be in my bed. But I will say sometimes the ED is good and they don't page a lot when I'm on call. Let me knock on wood or something. That's definitely plaster, not wood. But you get what I mean. But anyway, I'm gonna take Lala for a little walk outside. I just want to get everything all situated so that literally as soon as I come back from the walk, we are heading out. Put this in my bag. Cool. All right, y'all, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so we just got done with clinic. I am going to be seeing some patients, and then that's pretty much it for today. Scheduled surgery for tomorrow at 3:30, so that's on the schedule. And yeah, it's a pretty light day. Let me knock on wood. But clinic was good, so I have to do my clinic notes. But I'll do that when I get home. I'm gonna round probably do my like office, like hospital notes here, and then I'll do my clinic notes at home. And then yeah, we have to see a patient in the, I keep saying we, y'all, it's you and me. So you and I have to see a patient in the ED, but you're not really gonna come because of HIPAA. But see a patient in the ED. One of my attendings is actually gonna come in round in the next like 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes. So then I have 7 patients. Well, actually, no, what I really have is like low-key 20, but the people that I need to see today is about like 7 patients, and then the new consult. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I don't know what it is, so I don't know if I've said this already. I've been trying to wake up early, work out, do all these things. I've been trying to wake up early, work out, do all these things, and like have like me time before starting the workday. And it honestly has been helping a lot because I feel like I kind of have like time for myself before giving my time to others. But yeah, like I said earlier, I am on call until 5 p.m. tomorrow. So we shall see how that goes. But I hope you guys are all having a great day. It is so nice out. Like, it's not the warmest, it's 56 degrees, but the sun is just shining and it's like a warm 56. But let me go prep and try to figure out what this patient needs, what all of the patients need, and then basically I go round on them. So basically for us, we're doing like dressing changes. So the bandages and all that stuff, change them, evaluate what they're here for, if it's getting better, is it getting worse, and then update our attendings. The good thing for our hospital is like we're very autonomous. So a lot of it is kind of like, you know, they ask us what our plan is, what do we want to do, and of course like with guidance, and they let us know, okay, that's a good plan, or I would change and do this instead and stuff like that. So that is what we're gonna do. So I scheduled 1 patient for surgery, gonna see another patient with my attending, then round on the other patients, and I have a patient in the emergency room. So we are gonna get right on that. Finish my protein shake. I'm really trying to do intermittent fasting. How'd I say I'm trying to do intermittent fasting? I already had one of those little guava, you know those cute little Asian guava candies, my addiction. So had one of those, and yeah, so I am going to head down soon. You know, I need to put my phone, the Wi-Fi on like the hospital's Wi-Fi, because I feel like sometimes you could lose service in certain areas. Let's see. Sorry for that noise in the background. We were renovating our computers and getting new computers, but we still have one of the old ones, and that poor thing is like on its last breath. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. I will catch up with you guys later. So I've seen the majority of the patients. I am literally out of breath because I walked up all these flights of stairs, because for some reason once you start residency, you forget about the elevators and you end up using the stairs because they're faster, especially in a hospital. So while I was rounding, I got a page from the emergency room and for another patient. So basically I came back up so that I can kind of like just look up the patient, get information about why they're here, look at x-rays, kind of when the emergency room pages you, most of the time, for the most part, they give you kind of like a rundown. Well, actually all the time. It's just some people are more specific than others. They give you a rundown about why the patient's here, what they're here for, all this stuff, if there's x-rays, or if they're here for wounds, are there labs, things like that. So this one is for a fracture, an ankle fracture. So before heading down, I just like to look at the x-rays, because based on how the x-rays look, that actually determines, like, of course, is this something that we're going to treat conservatively? Is this something that we're going to have to do surgery right away? So because of course the worse the x-ray is, that indicates surgery. So let's just take a look, because I know you guys watch sports, you hear about sports injuries. A lot of people have regular fractures. They're regular to us, basically, if it's just kind of like a simple fracture, nothing crazy going on. But there are some people that have fractures where it's just like pieces of bones just everywhere. Or it could be a fracture and dislocated, or it could be multiple fractures of different bones. So that's how we're gonna kind of figure this out. So I'm just waiting for the medical EMR system to load up so I could just take a look. I was like, the page is bumping. I don't physically have the pager right now because my co-resident who was on call over the weekend has it, but she's gonna be passing it on to me soon today. So, oh my God, Lord. But you know what? I'd rather it be bumping right now so that overnight it could be chill. Let me see if I can see the name. She kind of gave me a name. Let me see. Fast Track 3. I wish I could just see it from Fast Track. Hi, this is Chi Khan from Podiatry. I just want to double check the patient's name because I don't think they're coming up on our ED tracker. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I see the patient now. So what I also like to do is I like to draft a note, a consult note. That's kind of like my way of telling the rest of the medical team and like staff that I'm going to be coming and I'm acknowledging that you paged me and I'm going to see the patient type of thing. So drafted that. Pulling up some x-rays as well. Let me see. So it's bilateral ankle pain. Okay. And the patient fell. Okay, so bilateral ankle pain, except the issue is that it's worse to the left. Yeah, okay, so luckily I'm looking at the x-rays right now, and so it's something called a spiral fracture, and luckily it's not, what's it called? Luckily, it's not really displaced like that, but it's a through and through like spiral fracture. Let me see. I just have to check which one of my attendings is on call. That way I can kind of give it to them. But I'm going to go into the ED. And then after I'm done in the ED, I just have to see 2 more patients on the floor. And then notes. Let's pray to the Lord Jesus Christ. He's on my side, and that's it for today. I'm hungry. I want to go home and eat. Alright. Okie dokes. So I'm going to head down and grab the supplies, go see this patient really quick. So basically for this type of fracture, I'm going to put the patient in a, I'm going to show an example of an x-ray. I'm not going to obviously give you the patient's x-ray, but it's going to be an example from Google that I'm going to put somewhere here. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about. And basically for this type of fracture, since they're in the ED, even if the patient was going to go to surgery, you still have to do some form of treatment. So most likely, depending on the fracture, most of these fractures, we put them in a posterior splint, which is basically half of a cast. That's what I tell patients. The back part is hard like a cast, and the front part is soft. And basically it also accommodates for swelling, because a lot of times with these types of injuries, patients will have swelling, all this stuff, so it allows for accommodation of swelling and things like that. And then of course, if you guys don't know, you do your RICE therapy, which is rest, ice, compression, and elevation. So I will see y'all in a bit. Before I actually head down, I just remembered I need to double check to see who's on call for my attendings, and then I'm also trying to see who else I gotta see. So basically 4 patients in total that I have left. That's including the emergency room. Alright. Let's see. It's so easy to get distracted because you're like looking at different stuff. in regards to patients, what you have to have done. You have to really be able to manage a lot of things at once in residency. So, all right, word. You got that. Okay, so I will catch up with you guys later. I'm gonna go to the emergency room and then try to do these patients, and then we can chit chat while I'm doing notes. See you guys in a bit. So I just finished rounding on all the patients, seeing all the patients in the emergency room, and I was gonna stay to do my notes. I'm waiting for it to focus. There we go. I was gonna stay to do my notes, but I'm starving. And yes, the hospital has food, but like I've been on this healthy kick, and I just want to be able to know like how much of stuff is being put in the food. And yeah, so that's what we're dealing with right now. Oh, everyone complimented me on my Telfer bag, so I'm like, I want to let everybody know, like, for everybody that was interested in the bag, heads up, it's available now. Just do my notes here, but y'all, I am starving, and like, after a while, I don't want to stay in the hospital. I like want to go home, but I know it might end up being easier for me to just do my notes here, which is why I'm kind of like, just get it done. But then I don't know, I'm up in the air. I think because I'm like hungry, I really want to go home. And also I miss Lala. So that's the perks of, well, it's different for every program, but that's the perks of being a second year at my program, is that you don't have to stay till 5. So first year we had to stay till 5, no matter if you were done with your work and stuff. But then again, low-key, there's always something you can do with residency. You're never truly ever done. But what's it called? But during your second year, you can bounce. That's why all of us love to live close by. And you have to live at least 45 minutes away from the hospital by law for us. And because we take call, but that's why all of us love to live around the area, so that you can come and go as long as you're 45 minutes away. And like telling everyone, like, go get this bag. It's the Telfer Circle black bag that I know you guys have seen. I love that bag. I literally use it all the time. It's one of my favorite investments that I did. But yeah, so I'm just trying to tell people, like, you can go get this bag right now. It's available on the website. Because for all who know that shop Telfer, you know that when he drops items, it's not available. What's it called? Like, it's not, what was I gonna say? Oh, that he drops them and then like it's sold out within that day. So I think this came out he dropped it probably like a couple hours ago, so they may still be able to get this bag actually. But you guys, it's in my reels I've posted. I think I got it during Vlogmas, I want to say. And there's different colors. So I got the black one. He also has white, and there is a brown one, which are equally cute. But I just like the black one because I needed a black bag. So, yeah. I don't know if I should get the link. They can get the link themselves. But, yeah. That is what's going on. Should I stay or should I go? I am starving. This is intermittent fasting to the max. Your girl hungry. I'm hungry. I should just go, right? I can go home. I think I can go home. I think I should be able to go home. Because Lordy Jesus. And then I could just do my notes at home, watch TV. I think definitely once I get home I'm going to eat. But before I go home, actually, I can go home. Let me update these attendings real quick so they know what's going on with their patients. And then, yeah. So I'll see you guys at home. Alright, guys. I have literally been doing my notes. Lala's laying right next to me. When I came home, I took her out for a walk and then got the pager from my co-resident and came back, and I've been working on notes. The reason why I was saying I was debating staying in the hospital to do my notes is because for some reason it was kicking me off, and then I just realized the reason why I've been having trouble with our EMR system is literally because it just needed to be updated. So I finally updated it and it's working like a charm now, thank the Lord. So I'm doing my notes. I remember why I don't love being on inpatient sometimes. Actually, no, that's not true. I just don't like to be on call sometimes. But I don't think really people love being on call. I think it's just something that you are on. And then when cool things come in, you're like, wow, that would have never happened if I wasn't on call. But they keep paging. For questions, thank the Lord. Nothing that I have to actually go in for. But I'm tired. So I'm finishing up the notes, and then once the notes are done, I need to put in like orders and stuff for tomorrow in terms of like making sure people are gonna have their labs tomorrow. And then remember, I did say that there is a case going on tomorrow, so I do all the pre-opping stuff. So just making sure all that is all done for tomorrow. So for example, for pre-op orders, you would do labs, of course, depending on what type of surgery you're doing. Like you have to monitor how much bleeding there is, or like, you know, if someone's more prone to have thinner blood or they're on blood thinners, so you do like a specific lab test for that. Also make sure that they're not eating, because you guys, this is so important, and I don't feel like a lot of people understand why it's important. But when the doctors, the nurses, any healthcare professional tells you don't eat before surgery, there is a reason why. Number one, it's not about, oh, you ate and then we're going to delay the surgery. It's not like, oh, like when we say don't eat at a specific time frame, literally listen to that. The reason why is because if you're going under anesthesia and you just recently ate, you could choke. You need to make sure that you have a clear airway, like make sure that there's no way that you could have any sort of issues when you're under anesthesia. So that's the biggest reason why people tell you do not eat. And we're not talking like, oh, I ate like maybe 4 hours. Like there's like actual time frames. Like for example, you don't want to eat. For example, if we have patients that are going, a lot of the times they'll say don't eat anything past midnight. That's just the safest way to ensure that you're going to be all set for your morning case. So that's what I'm putting in order to basically say hold all food after a certain time frame. And then yeah, but that's what I'm doing. And also watching YouTube. I'm watching Talitha Jane. I'm actually like seen her stuff for a while, but then I remembered, I was like, oh, I haven't really seen anything from her YouTube in a while. And then come to find out, her channel got deleted or hacked. So basically I found a new channel, and then yeah, kind of catching up and stuff like that. But let me zoom out a little bit. I hope you guys are having a good time. It was beautiful out in terms of like sunshine. It's making me so excited for the summer. After this week, I have 2 more weeks of inpatient during residency, and I am hyped. I am going to be done with inpatients in June. Granted, end of June, but in June. And it's literally strictly surgeries. And I mean, we do surgeries now, but like it's going to be so nice that it's literally just cases. Just learning more cases, learning more tips and tricks, learning more like things like that. So I'm just super excited. And also that means no call. I mean, we also have backup call, but that's for another time. I'll discuss that. But healthcare, anyone in healthcare, y'all know it's the notes. Like, I can say the majority of us don't mind seeing a lot of patients and all that stuff. What gets everybody down are the notes, because then you have to do detailed documentation of the patients you saw, what you did, all this stuff, and most of the time it's due in 24 hours. So imagine if you're seeing a lot of patients, the turnover of notes is just high. That's why I honestly was debating, like when I'm attending, I'm saying this now, I think I may want a scribe. The only thing is you have to get a scribe who you trust, who's able to document what you want. And then also I'm kind of thinking, if you end up double checking their work, are you doing double the work? Like, should you have just done it yourself? I don't know. It depends on the volume of patients and things like that. But once you find a really good scribe and you guys get in the same groove of things, it makes life so much easier. But I'm going to continue these notes. I was debating drinking coffee, but I'm like, don't drink coffee. It's 6:47, and yeah. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay guys, so I am almost done with my notes for today in terms of the hospital notes. I still have my clinic notes, but I have 24 hours to get those done, and I'm gonna do them in the morning because I need a break from these notes. So I'm happy that I updated my EMR system because that's clearly what the issue was. Why? I plugged in my, that's weird. I plugged in my laptop and it's not charging. Okay, it's charging now. I was like, I don't have time for this. But Lala's here helping me do my notes. Literally my last hospital note, which is one of the emergency room patients that I did see. So I'm gonna get that done. Now I changed onto Aaliyah's face. That's what I'm watching right now. So yeah, trying to get this stuff done, y'all. Trying to get this. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, and you know what? I'm gonna just shut off this computer because it's just the computer that's been making that noise. Okay, it's off because that noise gets annoying after a while. It is Tuesday. I'm back in the hospital. I've already pretty much rounded, but there's a few patients that have a little bit extra work that needs to be done. So I am logging in right now at the hospital computer to put in some orders. So yesterday I was able to, I told myself I wanted to just like stay on top with like posting and stuff like that. So I was able to, sorry, they call our phone just to verify it's us that's trying to log in. But I edited and then I went to sleep. But this morning I thought I was gonna wake up early to go to the gym. That barely happened, and I realized I need to just like, I think doing ClassPass keeps me on track to like go to the gym and work out early, because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay extra, because if you do a late cancel, it's like a $28 late fee cancel. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pay that after you already pay for ClassPass. So I think that's what usually pushes me to go. But today, because I never scheduled a class, I just like slept in a little bit more than what I wanted to in terms of like then going to the gym. But I ended up going to the gym, but I had to cut the gym short. I was just gonna do like cardio elliptical stuff, but I ended up cutting the gym short just because I ended up having to come in to meet one of my attendings. So so he kind of just like told us last minute that he wanted to come in, so that's what I ended up doing. And then I finished rounding. We have surgery in like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So, but the thing is, had a new consult. I have to go to the ED as well, and then I'm just trying to make sure that they ordered everything that we need. Go to the ED as well, and then see a patient that I'm going to do a bedside IND on. So that's what I'm putting in orders. I need to put in orders for like lidocaine to numb the area, because this is a painful type of thing. So I'm doing a bedside IND, and then get x-rays on another patient, and then make sure that the patient in the ED, that they were able to get the CT scan that I need. So we have another fracture in the emergency room. So this winter we didn't really get a lot of fractures. Most people, you get fractures because people are slipping and falling on ice, but this winter wasn't that crazy because the weather was surprisingly really nice. So that's what I am going to do. So I'm going to just put everything in, that way I can continue. I was like, what is going on? Hold on 1 second. I think that's the emergency room. They must be calling to let me know that that the CT is done. Oh, that's the OR. Hold on 1 sec. That's weird. I'm calling. That's so weird. I'm calling them back, but no answer. Hi, this is Podiatry returning a page. So it was the OR just trying to confirm a surgery that's scheduled for tomorrow. In the meantime, what I need to do is order the lidocaine for the patient that I'm going to do the bedside IND on. Let's put in the order. And then I want to call the nurses just to make sure that it gets, like, they get it from the pharmacy, so I can do this bedside IND. And then we're going to get the consent and then head down to the ED. And of course, when you're ordering medication and all that stuff, you just, whew, allergy season, man. You just want to make sure that, number one, you're ordering the right thing. Number two, there's no allergies. So that's what I also looked up. The patient has no allergies. So that whatever you're going to give them, you don't have to worry about. I don't know if they have 1% left. So there was a shortage of lidocaine. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if they have 1% or if they only have 2%. That's a gel I don't want. Perfect. And then I am going to call the nurses on the 6th floor just to let them know that to leave, make sure everything is all set. Hi, this is podiatry. I wanted to know if I could please speak to the nurse who's taking care of 652B. I think they're trying to get the nurse. Also, my battery is dying, so I'm going to switch that out and then charge this one. Okay, so I completely forgot my battery and everything at home, but I am waiting for, pretty much everything is on a standstill right now. I'm kind of like waiting for orders to be fulfilled, like answers from attendings. So I figured I might as well sneak in some food. So the hospital had, like, I guess soul food, but they had cornbread. So I got cornbread and Rice Krispies. I wish I had like honey. But today's a busy day. The ankle fracture that I saw today, we could possibly be putting the patient on for surgery tomorrow after our other ankle fracture surgery. So we'll see. It depends on whether or not the patient's able to get admitted or things like that, or if the patient's willing to stay, because if not, a lot of times they'll say they can't for such and such reason. So we have to plan for a later date. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna try to see if the orders I put in are fulfilled and probably start doing some notes. Okay, so I just came back from the floors, got consent from the patients, and then numbed up the patient that I'm doing the bedside IND on. Got all the stuff all set for the ankle fracture. Patient doesn't want to stay, so just follow up in clinic and then have another consult to see. So it is a busy day. Brought the stuff for the IND. So usually after numbing up, I like to wait a little bit. That way they can kind of let the local, which is what's used to numb up the area, kind of like settle in to kind of reduce the pain. Honestly, a lot of the times the injection is probably the most painful part. And then, yeah, a lot of running around. How many steps do I have? Because damn. Because your girl got, I actually want to know. I'm already at 7,708 steps. And it's just early part of the day. All right. But I hope you guys are doing great. This is literally, I wish I could like show you guys around, but like the most you're gonna get is like me putting in things into my basket to go around. But yeah, that's pretty much the life of a resident on inpatient week. So at least at 5 p.m. in 3 hours, your girl is not on call. But I do take the pager home. That's just how it works for us. We take the pager home because we're literally just going to need it at 7 a.m. So we can just forward the page to our co-residents. It just makes life so much easier instead of like trying to coordinate who's going to pick up the pager, who's going to drop it off, all that stuff. So we only have to deal with that on the weekend. But yeah, it's so nice. I'm going to be off. So I'm going to hop on the Peloton because I only was able to work out for 25 minutes and I wanted to do 45. So I was like, I'll do 25 minutes and then 20 minutes when I get home. And yeah. So we shall see. And a lot of our patients here are chronic patients, so like they've seen me, a lot of them have seen me from when I was a student rotate. So like I was saying, a lot of the patients, I have to speak quickly because my battery is about to die and I don't have my charger. So a lot of these patients have seen me from when I was a student. So it's like a lot of connection in terms of like really managing their care and just seeing the patients, the ones that heal or the ones that don't. It's just a roller coaster of emotions, but I will catch up with you guys in a bit.
Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. I don't know what it is today, but my mood is just I don't know if it's because I need to finish my coffee, maybe. Shout out to Barry, that's where I went to school. But I don't know, you guys. I really don't know what's going on today. You know what's so crazy? Sometimes I feel like God puts things in your life in the weird way just as a reminder. And this is gonna sound so weird, but I cannot stand people that behind the wheel are so big and bad, but then drive away fast. like you didn't just start the issue. Background story, I'm leaving my apartment, leaving my garage. I pulled out and then stepped out to close the garage door within a matter of 5 seconds. Like, I didn't even pull out that far from my garage. My neighbor, who saw me walk out to go close my garage door, is like blaring the horn at my apartment complex. So I'm like turning and I'm looking at her and I'm like, you see me walking to the garage to close the door. You see me when you're blaring your horn. I'm literally walking to sit in my car. So I'm like, all right. So I push out and I pull back. Clearly she must have thought that, oh, she's gonna follow me. So she sped out of the apartment complex, almost ran a family over with a little kid in a stroller. But I'm like, ma'am, nobody has time to be doing all this. Like, you take your wahala and you take all your issues and you go somewhere else. I don't have time for this. And then I was just laughing because I was just like, oh my God, this kind of reminds me of the Netflix show that I watched, Beef. And seeing how, honestly, that's a really good limited series, seeing how it all plays out when you don't let things go. It not only eats at you, it eats at them, and it's just revenge back and forth, and you can literally ruin your life trying to seek revenge. The old me would have been like, I got time today, boo. But now I'm like, whatever, you take your nonsense and your wahala somewhere else. I don't have time for that. But yeah, I don't know why I just started thinking about that. It's like very weird. But I don't know, yo. I really don't know. If you guys know any residents or anybody that's on their clinical rotations, you just know that there's some rotations that just wear you down so quick. It feels like a long week and it's only Wednesday. It is only Wednesday. I feel like inpatient week is very, very draining. And the reason I say that, I love what I do, but the reason why I say draining is because you're seeing people every day and especially if you're an empath, I feel like I can easily take on people's emotions, but I've taught myself how to block it out because that wears you down. But you just see people's problems or you have to deal with a lot of people. Yesterday, by the time I left yesterday, my social battery was down. When I was leaving, I barely wanted to talk. One of those days where you just get in the car and you just sit in silence to get home. That was me. So I don't know, and I feel like my battery is at 50%. It's not rejuvenated yet, but then again, maybe because I haven't finished my coffee. I need one of those cups that say don't talk to me. Where is it? What's here? Don't talk to me. Okay, you can smile. That thing's true. So what I'm doing right now is just prepping the patient list. I just rounded with one of my attendings. I'm prepping the patient list right now, just so I can make sure everybody's still who's still here, if the rooms were moved, for example, one of our patients were moved, and stuff like that. Yo, I have my handy dandy little rounding bucket with some supplies in here, but I need to go back into the supply closets on the floors and kind of just stock up based on the patients that I'm going to see today. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just going to come upstairs, redo my patient list, because since people have already, their rooms have already been moved, just to make sure I know where everybody is, and then I'll round. And then after I'm rounding, I'm pretty much free until my case. That's at 3 p.m. But I am technically still on call, so if anything comes in the emergency room, then that's me. Yeah. Yo, I am tired. Like, I'm so damn tired. I'm so tired today, you guys. We'll see. I guess this is the good, bad, and ugly. Well, this isn't the ugly of residency. This is like nothing. But yeah. I think I just need to like, that's why like I'm happy we have our own call rooms, because if you need to take a breather, if you just need to woosah, or just like, you know, because it's like when I see patients, I don't like to, even if I'm down, I don't like to like go around being down around them as well, because everybody kind of just has like their own problems that they're dealing with. So I'm gonna go see the patient in the emergency room, so I'm looking up for supplies. So I just finished rounding, and I'm taking a mental break, and before I start doing my notes, and then I have a pretty large break before the surgery. So I'm like, should I just go home and do my notes? All right, should I? I feel like I could easily get them done quicker here, just because like there's not going to be that many distractions, but I don't know. We'll see. I will catch up with you guys after. I hope you guys are having a great day. I have a new vlog dropping today in the afternoon. It's already all set to go. I scheduled it for it to be posted, so you guys definitely go check that out. I'm so proud of myself, because this past year, especially starting in the summertime, that's when I really was like, okay, you need to be consistent in your posting. And I can say really have been consistent. Like I started off with like maybe 30 posts, and now 100 and something. So the consistency is there, so that's good. That was like the first hurdle for me, like get consistent. So now that I'm consistent, it's like, okay, we gotta grow. We are at 946 like supporters in this community, and I'm super excited. I cannot wait for us to reach 1,000. That's a goal of mine, and the moment that we reach 1,000 in our family of supporters, there will be a giveaway. So share the link with your friends, tell them to subscribe, you know, hit the like button, comment down below, because once we hit that 1,000 goal, that giveaway is going to be coming right up. So once we hit 1,000, I will release that there's going to be a giveaway. Of course, you guys that are watching this vlog, you guys already have the heads up, and if you've been keeping up with my vlog, I've been dropping little hints that there's going to be a giveaway. So once we hit 1,000, I will release the giveaway guidelines, and then we shall go from there. So I will catch up with you guys soon. Let me just work on these notes. Okay guys, I am in the parking lot of the hospital, and I am about to go see a patient that's in the emergency room, and then we have our surgery as well. And then I'm also handling
basically like an admission for a patient that like honestly severely needs an ankle fusion. So a little background story. Diabetes can have a crazy effect on people that like I don't think the general public really knows how bad it can get. Like it can affect your eyes, it can affect your kidneys, it can affect your bones, your arteries, like your nerves. Like it's crazy. And not even just that, like once you affects your bones, like your bones are supposed to be strong, and it becomes so brittle that it like disintegrates before your eyes. So, and it becomes very soft and infected and all this jazz. So basically we have a situation where a patient has a dislocated ankle and foot because of the underlying infection and destruction of the bone and the joint. Is just so the best thing now is to do an ankle fusion surgery. So that's what we're trying to figure out and get all that all situated. That way we can fix the patient's ankle. And I am getting a page. I put my pager on vibrate because when I hear it go off, I cannot stand it. But I will contact you guys later. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me just call these people back. So basically that was a page about trying to get the patient that we need for surgery down to the floors. So we've been getting a lot of new nurses, and I feel like of course it's hard when you're training. They're not exactly fully sure about what to do. So I think she thought the consent wasn't fully completed, but for us it is complete in terms of bringing them down to the pre-op area, which is where our attendings then go over the consent again and then sign the consent. But anyway, y'all, I am going in the hospital, and I shall see you guys, I guess, when I get out. I'm gonna go see my patient that's in the emergency room, and then I am going to hop into the case, which is probably gonna get started before I'm done. So I will catch up with you guys. Good morning, you guys. I think the last time I spoke to you, it was Wednesday night. It's Friday morning. I think it was Wednesday evening, right before I was supposed to start my case. So that case ended up going well, the ankle fracture I was telling you guys about, but it was a lot more difficult than we anticipated, which of course, you know, you don't really know what to expect, no matter how much imaging you get, all those things, what to really expect until you're actually in there. So finished that. When we got home, I was exhausted. That's why I didn't even pick up, I brought the camera with me. Did I pick it up to vlog? No. So because I was too tired yesterday, I was just like, let me do my work and then head home. So we actually have 2 surgeries today. One is a debridement. Debridement means like if there's any wounds or stuff that's not healing, you kind of go into the OR and just like surgically clean it out. And then also we have our big case today, which is going to be an ankle fusion. And it's going to be pretty cool because we're going to actually have to use an allograft. So an allograft is basically a part of, you could say a body or something like that, that's not specifically from the patient. If it was from the patient, from another part of the body, it would be called an autograft, but we're using an allograft. So this will be a pretty cool case. For all the cases that I'm talking about, I will put examples of x-rays somewhere on the screen. They will obviously not be patient x-rays because HIPAA, but at least that way you guys can sort of kind of visualize what we be dealing with on a daily basis, basically. So, and I am also on call, have a pager until, luckily I have had the nights off since Monday in terms of being on call, but I have the handy dandy pager here. Y'all know my feelings towards this pager. Just 2 more months and I don't ever have to hold this pager again while in residency. And I'm like, yes, yes. For our incoming first years, my new brothers and sisters that are coming to join our program, I cannot wait until we hand the pager to you. It is your time. I have paid my dues. I've paid my dues. But I'm just kidding. But anyway, kidding but not kidding. Being for real. But yeah, so right now I am, of course, working on the patient list, making sure people are either in the same room that they were in yesterday, whether or not they got discharged, things like that. One of my attendings is coming to round, so also waiting on him. And then
yeah, waiting on him, and then we have cases. Well, I keep saying we, like you're here with me, but you kind of are here with me. I feel your support through the screen, but have cases later today. That's why I'm in these blue scrubs. Usually, if I don't have cases, I'm wearing my figs. But there's a few new scrub lines I've been wanting to try. If you guys know of any cool different scrub lines, send them my way. I also love bright colors. I am a bright color girl. So if they have all these nice, cute colors, send them my way, please. And thank you. Listen, if y'all got scrub lines, I would love to support. So just reach out to me. My email is on my channel. It's on my Instagram. It's on. So you can reach out to me through there. But I would love to collaborate with you. But yeah, that's what's going on with life, y'all. That is what's going on with life. How's your week been going? This week has been something else. It's been something else. Oh, just got the text that he's walking up. Sounds good. Heading downstairs. Yeah, okay. So, he actually got here a lot quicker than what I thought, but it's all good in the hood. I could go through the patient list when I'm done with seeing a patient with him. Alright, y'all, let me catch up with you later so I can go see this patient with my attendant. Okay, I'm back from seeing the patient with my attending. So I am just going through the patient list, marking who I'm seeing today. I'm so tired. Let's see. I chugged my coffee on the way here. Has it kicked in? No. Also, y'all can see I'm having a rough week because where are my lashes? They're gone. But let's see real quick. Trying to see where my patients are. It's so funny, I ran into one of the docs, the medicine attendings. He's like one of the hospitalists, and he's like, they have you running up and down this week. I see your name everywhere. I'm like, exactly. They do. But it's okay, today's the last day. And then the attending I was rounding with, he's like, are you on call this week? I'm like, no, don't wish that on me. I'm not on call this weekend. I deserve free time. I am not on call this weekend. So we are gonna round. I have a case at 12:30 today. Should be pretty quick. So little 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna round. I need to also call IT for them to reset my clinic password, my clinic account, so I can finally sign my notes. So that'll be great. Okay guys, so I was in the process of doing notes. I had finished rounding, and then one of my attendings texted me and said that our surgery is going to be moved up. So I am scarfing down. I didn't think I was going to have enough time to eat actual food because I eat very slowly. So I'm scarfing down these Skye bars and the Lorna Dawn cookies that I got from the doctor's lounge. So